Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot believe it, but we are here. Stranger Things season 5. This is our non-spoiler series review, and I had to bring the crew with me. First on deck, Busy Brian reactions. What's up, Busy?
Dude, dude, I'm excited to talk about this. I mean, obviously we can't spoil anything, but this is a treat. It's a treat, man.
This is destiny. This is the best way I can kind of put it. Next and last but not least, Keaton. What's up, brother?
What's going on? I was surprised when you told me we had it. I had put this next to Dr. Dre's Detox album. I didn't think it was coming.
So you guys, if you don't know, we've seen and witnessed the first 3 episodes of the new season, and I think if you guys were wondering whether or not it was going to be worth the wait, whether it was going to be worth the hype, after 3 whole years, did it hit us?
Three and a
It
half.
did. It did.
Three and a half.
It got us. It got us, and it got us good. We're gonna be kind of breaking down some of the things we really liked about it, but we cannot divulge any specific details about what we actually saw. We cannot give you anything. And if any of you guys have seen, of course, the trailers, there's some spoilerish things in those trailers. We're not gonna even break that down. We literally just got done looking at the 3rd episode. So, Keaton, first up, what's your thoughts of what you've seen so far?
I'm pissed that it's been so long and it's still so good. I I did not think that I thought I was done caring about Hawkins because it's just been like legit. It's been so long. They pulled me right back into it immediately. Like, yeah, I'm cooked. I it was so it's so good. It's so good. I The writing is spectacular. The sequences are spectacular. The cinematography somehow got better. Like, I am blown away. I cannot wait to see where this goes. Um, because yeah, the stuff they drop is just I like the lore building is insane. That's all I can say. I hate non spoilers. I always feel like I got a gun to my head. I probably do. Netflix is probably like watching out the window right now,
What this man about to say? What he about to pop off?
you think it's sweet out here? Like,
Shoot, Vecna gonna get you. Busy. What was your? How you feeling, man? How you doing?
So, I mean, before we even clicked play, I mean, right when we were just waiting in that suspense, I was pumped, you know. So the fact that we're feeling all that, I mean, there was a point where people were just like, "Oh, well, we waited too long. We don't even care at this point." And you know, there was times where I'm like, "Okay, maybe I'm kind of feeling that way." But as soon as you hear the doom, you're locked in. I mean, I don't even I hate to glaze it, man, but I'm just saying flat out this the episodes that we got, man. I mean, these are special. I mean, we're seeing kids that can't even say kids anymore, really. I mean, we're seeing these people handle themselves like they're dogs, bro. Like they are no longer running, you know, and I love that. And we saw little things like that in the trailer. We saw them standing on business, and that doesn't even sum up any of it. I mean, there's some things that they do that are just very creative and very just unique to see on screen. CG is gorgeous, by the way, which I hope so. It's 3 years, you know, but at the end of the day, it's just like cool to see everything kind of happen and just the insane stuff that they do within the small batch that we got was just it was just very 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 impressive.
yeah,
Yeah, it's been insane. For me emotionally, especially the way they kind of left off last season, I kind of was like, literally Hawkins is sinking into the abyss, and they're left to figure out how can they stop this entity that is not going away. And I mean, to be honest with you guys, the trade-off and what we've seen thus far is it's gas. It is not stopped. There are things in motion that they left off, and then there are things that you just do not know, and there's no way for you to be able to prepare for some of the things that they're setting up. But I think that the ride, and if you trust the process, I think you're going to be in good hands. I mean, there's some things that we know happened last season, some deaths, of course, that hurt us mentally and emotionally. But I think the thing that we never anticipated is, what does that mean for these kids? Like, how are they dealing with these traumas? How are they becoming adults in the midst of so much that's happened? And how are they doing it together? And I think that that is a big proponent of this season. It's like, how can they actually work this out together as a collective when they've lost so much? And to be honest with you guys, it's brutal. There are some things in this season y'all are not ready for, just off of volume 1. We haven't even got to volume 2, and already like it's hit our very high mark very quickly. And I think, Keaton, you said it, the writing is there. Duffer Brothers know exactly what they trust their process, and they know where the trajectory of this is going to go. And it feels like this is reaching an actual end. They're not trying to stretch this out. This is actually reaching the end, which is why I think after 3.5 years, you're right back into it. But the kids, man, they're not kids anymore. These young adults, they're acting their butts off. They're doing such a good job with this material. But I think that they've owned these characters now. At this point, they are these characters. Like, when you look at Steve Harrington, like the dude with the hair, he is Steve. You know what I'm saying? Even though Robin ain't been here very long, like, she's the annoying one that's really smart and witty. Like, we're really truly with them when they're on screen. And I think that that's part of the reason why, even though we watched 3 episodes, I could go back and rewatch them all over again immediately. And I think that the show has been like that. I've never known a season that I haven't been willing to rewatch right away. But yeah, what was some of the strongest points for you guys? Why I guess this worked so well?
Right now, I'm just stuck on you calling Robin annoying. I really.
Oh, she's hella annoying.
I need you to just.
I'm taking her over Dustin.
Just check yourself. Like, Don't mess with my girl. Don't mess with my girl. Nah. Some of the big takeaways. I love how they have done such a really good job of showing what friendship looks like on a childlike level, through an adolescent level, all the way into an adult level. Like you said, we've been following these kids through and through, and it's like, just like real life, you start getting hit with like real adult situations, and some of these situations, it just doesn't matter how old you are, you getting hit with it regardless. And that's what this cast has been getting hit with over and over and over again over these past seasons, and it's all coming to a head. And I've just loved watching them show this almost like this has been a coming of age story for all of these characters. It's basically sci-fi Stand By Me over the course of 10 years, right? And so yeah, I've just really been impressed with how well, like, that's something that's hard to write, like that, the progression of it, the different kind of drama, how it evolves, how it comes from like that stuff that doesn't really matter to this is stuff that's actually important, and how it all connects. It's one of those things. It's a very special show, and I think it's also very special just because of when it's set. There's so many, like, this is a show I feel like it's for millennials so much, because there's so many aspects of it that we remember growing up. Like, even though a lot of us were in like the early 90s is when we really remember growing up, but there's so much of it that's just right there. It's so nostalgic. And so, like I said, millennials, Gen X, even boomers, it's one of those things where it's like there's certain things in it that always resonate with us. I remember one of the, like, I think it was season 2, Dustin had an original Ultra Magnus transformer in his room, and I spotted it, and I was like, immediately just lost it, because like that's the kind of aesthetic. It's like that was my room, like those were my toys, and so it's a very special show with a lot of nostalgia, but just a ton of heart.
Yeah. I mean, I do want to call out two specific characters because the trajectory of their characters is very different than any other season that I can remember. The first one is, unfortunately and fortunately, is Dustin. Dustin this season, without going into too deep, he is still battling the debilitating pain and the emotional turmoil of losing Eddie, and then, of course, the town blaming Eddie for what happened. He is not the same Dustin that you guys remember, and it's really hard to watch because you see the disintegration of a character in a lot of different ways. But that's also life. Like there are things that happen by the time you get to high school or college that change you from the inside out. It's just different to see it from this stretch of time. Like Dustin's always been like, they would call him toothless, but he would always be the smart one, the witty one. He's the kind one. And that's not who he is in this. And I think it's just interesting to see Galen play it in such a really good way. But the other character for me that's a huge standout is he's finally getting his due since season one is Will. A lot of people have their thoughts on Noah as an actor, but he's to me been one of the strongest actors on this show, and they give him a lot to eat with on this one. And I think that the shift to go back to where it started is so prevalent here without saying too much. And I think that he's going to cook. I think he honestly is going to be one of the highlights of this season, and I'm happy he's getting his just due. And again, we're not spoiling anything. I'm just talking about the actors and their presence and them being here. But did you guys have any standout that y'all want to bring up, or if any of those two you want to bring up?
I mean, I just feel as though like the one thing that I'm loving from this is that we've loved these characters over time, but a lot of them are showing very different traits, and then that's not just one specific character; it's various characters. So it's
Yeah.
just really cool to see them kind of do things that can't really say are out of character at this point, but are just different, and in ways to just kind of cope or to be uh to kind of embrace kind of what's to come. There's just different things that they're doing, and it's interesting.
Yeah. Keaton, any standouts or anything you want to bring up?
I mean, he's definitely a the I think he's gonna be the standout this season for sure. I'm also I'm honestly really wondering how they're gonna flesh out all of the characters. But yeah, I do agree that between Will and Dustin, you really have some just a lot of serious stuff to deal with, and watching them flesh it out and figure out life is going to be it's going to be very interesting. And it's one of those shows more than anything, you just want them to come out live. Like it's that's where we're getting.
At the end of the day, they're kids, y'all. They're kids. Again, if you look on another, streaming service like HBO, you got some other kids getting tortured and maimed and killed. So, this to me has been an amazing ride. We're seeing some crazy visuals. The action is up there. The CG is better than it's ever been, and they don't stop the pace. Like the thrills are there. The non-connected tissue to lead you going to somewhere where everything connects is still there. They're firing on all cylinders, and we've only watched the first 3 episodes. I am terrified of the way this is going to end. I personally am terrified to see how this is all going to end. And not everybody's going to come out of this scot-free. That's all I can really kind of say and comment on it. But I love it. I love the show, and I'm glad that I still love it, and I'm glad I'm able to go and talk about it with these amazing people right here. y'all got any closing thoughts and final rating on the season so far?
So far, I give it an A. Like I said, I was kind of at that point where it had been so long that it was one of those things where I knew I was gonna watch it, but I didn't know if that spark was still gonna be there or if I would still be excited. But I was locked right back in 5 minutes into it. It was right back there. And so, yeah, I give it an A. I'm very excited to see what they're going to do with it.
Yeah, no, for sure. Bizzy, closing thoughts and
Yeah,
rating?
easy A. This has been great all around, and it's just super curious to see how everyone else takes it, because anytime a show is getting to that ending point, that's when a lot of various opinions come out. So I'm really excited to hear what you guys have to say, but I appreciate you guys listening to what we have to say. But I don't know, I'm ready. I'm ready for more.
Yeah, this is for me absolutely an A thus far. And this is just volume 1, you guys. Do not know how volume 2 is going to be. Do not know if the trailer has left information or scenes from volume 1 and 2 or what, but either way, from what we've seen so far, they've been cooking. And by the time we get to episode 4, we will have episode reviews for every single episode that kind of comes out. So never done individual reviews each season, but this is the first time we're going to try to attempt to do it. But yeah, thank you guys so much, man. Keaton, where can everybody find your content, man?
You can find me right here at Team JVS, as well as my podcast that I run with my very good friend, Dr. Amelia Brown, Bat Therapy. Our website is bat-therapy.com. You can find us wherever you listen to podcasts, Google, Apple, Spotify. We are everywhere, YouTube, TikTok. Please look us up. We have a lot of really fun special guests that are coming out, and we're constantly putting out new content. Please check us out. We really put a focus on mental health through the lens of comics, movies, and film. And so I think it's really cool. You should definitely check us out.
Appreciate it. Keaton, thank you for showing up, man. I appreciate you, dude.
Absolutely.
Busy. Can everybody find content?
Find me, Bizzy Braun, everywhere. Then over here dropping reviews. We're going to be doing live streams, hopefully, for every individual volume that drops, and reactions for every episode with the homies over here. So if you're into that kind of stuff, of course, go check me out.
Appreciate you, man. All right, guys, without further ado, this is our official review for the non-spoiler review for season 5, volume 1. We will be back. If you guys want to see our individual spoiler-filled discussions, we've already pre-recorded those. Those are already available and ready by the time you guys, well, a little bit by the time you guys get in the season starts, November the 26th. So stay tuned. We'll be back a little bit later on. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until volume 2. All right, guys. Have a good night. Peace.
Falling out the top of
I can see the skyline, 50 mile radius on my timeline. Ain't nothing on my mind. Oh Lord.